That's great. So you talked about the Viotto family, obviously, in the book, and just kind of talk about your experience with them, kind of how the interview went, and kind of their story a little bit.
Yeah, really, it makes me smile to think about Ross and Drew. So, about this time last year, we went out to Kurt Warner's compound in Arizona. And Kurt Warner doesn't live in a house, he lives in a resort. He's got a 50-yard football field in the back. It's kind of what you'd hope for a Super Bowl MVP and, wildly successful guy. His movie came out a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So, met Ross, and as somebody who's all of my in-laws are Canadian, are all Torontonians, I was especially interested to chat with him because he's from your area. I don't have to tell you. And he's just such a big teddy bear, warm guy. And, his story is one of sacrifice. He's the sacrificing quarterback dad because, he was basically willing to split up his family and say, Drew, you and I have to get to Detroit. You and I have to get to Michigan to get this training with Donovan Dooley if we're going to be serious about this. And it's paid off with college scholarships. So super warm-hearted guy. He was talking about how as a Canadian, he's watching Ohio State, Michigan, and nobody else is. And then he actually played football at Carleton College.
Yeah.
And for a while they were doing 700-mile round trip, commutes just to get good quarterback training. And then he made the ultimate plunge and moved to the States. And it's safe to say he does not regret it.
Yeah, it's funny. Ross was my high school football coach, actually. That's how I first met Ross. And then I had the pleasure of coaching Drew when he was in grade 8. And I remember during that time, they were talking about making that transition. And there was a lot of, it took a lot of guts for them to do it. And I was really impressed that they did it.